Good day. My name is Picken. I'm the CEO and founder of Migrate. On the 1st of August 2005, I was sitting in London. It was about 11 p.m. at night when I got a telephone call from my mother. And unfortunately, she told me that my father had died. I got in an airplane and I flew home. And what devastated me was that I found a little bank slip, just like this one, that where he had tried to draw literally less than 24 hours earlier, 50 Rand, and been denied by Standard Bank. Now, that was not the way that a life was supposed to end for someone that had followed the advice. He had worked hard at school, he had gone to university, he had studied as a chartered accountant, he had become financial director of Rainbow Chickens, one of the biggest listed companies in South Africa, and he had trusted the financial industry to take care of his wealth, and yet he died a broke man. I grew up with a wonderful childhood. And really, for me, I had a fascination with technology. At a very young age of 6, I did my very first computer programming course. At the age of 13, this is me and my dad at my very first property project, where I actually redeveloped my own bedroom. But for me, I wanted to find out. I was fascinated by wealthy people. I wanted to understand what wealthy people did and how they made their money. And so I studied them. And what I found was that 49% of the world's wealth was held in real estate. Equally, while growing up in South Africa, I got to learn about the wealth gap. I got to learn about the haves and the have-nots, and how this wealth gap is just getting wider and wider. And I truly believe that with the use of both technology and real estate and making it my life's purpose to try and marry the two together, we can solve the greatest challenge on the planet. Not only is it my purpose, but it's also possible with the use of technology. And I want to share with you how. When you consider that 49% of the world's wealth is held in real estate, it's really scary when you consider that only 12.9% of the world's population actually has access to real estate. And of that 12.9%, less than 1% actually in the Western world retires wealthy at the age of 65. The rest, the other 99%, are just like my father, who are either broke or poor. And so we decided to make a difference. We decided to use technology to empower the 99% and provide them with the same opportunities as the bottom 1%. Our vision is to make global real estate investing as simple as a swipe of the finger. And we want to make it from as little as $1. Now, a lot of people will say that $1 will not change people's lives. And they're right. The difference is it'll change their habits. And if you change their habits, you will change their financial destiny. Nelson Mandela said, money will not create success. The freedom to make it will. And therefore, we embarked on a challenge. What was previously only available to the wealthiest multi-millionaires and the top 1% was those people that could only invest with millions, if not tens of millions of dollars. When we started our platform, we started with as little as $100,000. We got it down to $10,000, then $1,000. We are so excited that we've recently launched at $100, and we're well on our way to getting it to $1. Now, when one considers that we're in 89 countries already, we got users in 89 countries, we got investors in 18 different countries, and last month alone, our user database grew by 37%. We focus on the emerging markets. There's 3 trends that we focus on: countries with large populations, urbanization, and internet adoption. Because what this spells out is a rise and a growing of the middle class. When you consider that 400 million Chinese people joined the middle class in the last 20 years, and the massive impact that had on the global economy, when you just look at these regions, that number, that growth over the next 10 years equates to 1.2 billion people and will have a massive impact. Because when people join the middle class, they want access to the things that continue to create wealth for them and their families. We're passionate about Africa. We understand the uncertainty, the needs, the necessities, and ultimately how to thrive in the chaos of emerging markets. These are our future clients, and we will be providing solutions for them. We were one of the founders of the African Crowdfunding Association so that we could enable technology to come to the continent of Africa in a compliant and safe way for customers in terms of what is happening. Our business model is really simple. It's literally a traditional marketplace. You've got the best property or real estate providers globally bringing their opportunities. They list them on our platform. We've got the users with all the tools to help them engage in those investments, and then ultimately to make the investment online and to manage the entire transaction through the marketplace. It's simple. There's literally 4 steps. No matter where you are in the world, you can sign up compliantly, you can look and browse the opportunities, you can invest online, and the part that I like most is that you can literally manage your entire global portfolio online. We asked ourselves a simple question: how can we make global real estate investing easy? And that's what we've done. What used to take months, if not years, can now be done in minutes from the comfort of your couch. People can truly get access to creating true global wealth. They get access to the best partners and the best opportunities. And they can do it from as little as $1,000, and in some instances, even $100. No more hassles, no more management issues, no more complex global tax structures. Now all they get to focus on is the best returns available in the market today. You know, when I share with you, anyone can put a nice PowerPoint together, but this is a real life. This is my real life portfolio. And when you look at it here, I'm on 4 different continents. I'm diversified across residential and commercial. If you click on any one of these, you can go into all the detail, all the rent rolls, the dividend returns, and all the information about my investments. I can go into my wallets. You know, interestingly enough, I found out today that my 2 UK bank cards have literally expired. It's so difficult to manage bank accounts all around the world. Not anymore. I can manage all my wallets in one place. And then it's digitally integrated into a listed, regulated exchange. I can go online. I can see my tracking number. I know for a fact that it exists. And I can even go into blockchain and literally click on blockchain and see and enable the latest power of blockchain, so that, you know, ultimately blockchain is going to be the foundation upon which social commerce is built, and ultimately trust. And people now have the ability to go into blockchain. They can go into block cipher and see that it's basically a digital deeds that is registered. And we're one of the very first platforms globally that has interlinked this into the entire platform. And you can go online to be able to actually see it. Our smart investing is done through our GID system. It stands for our Global Investment Due Diligence System. It helps people know where to invest, when to invest, what to invest in, how to invest. It ultimately uses big data and algorithms, and with time, artificial intelligence as well, to help people with these type of investment decisions. And ultimately, it's how we help people. It's our secret sauce to help people make smart investments for them and their family. When you look at all the troubles of investing around the world, and when you consider the impact that technology's had, I mean, really, whenever technology disrupts a space, it cuts the costs, it cuts out the middlemen, it increases the trust, the transparency, and most importantly, the accessibility. Well, there are hundreds of platforms out there, but every single one of them is local. Every single one of them is in one market, helping one country. We decided to be global. And therefore, with a global mindset, we went out there and created a global platform. And we've already got a presence on 5 different continents. What excites me, and when you look at it, is that we've had 4 major versions to our platform. And every single time we bring out a major version to our platform, it's enabled not only our deal volume to go up dramatically, but also our marketplace rollout, including our rollout into China last year. We're the only platform globally that I'm aware of that is integrated into a regulated, listed exchange and built on blockchain, providing both a global solution and a compliant global solution. When you look at our numbers, we've now got users from 89 different countries. We've got investors from 18 different countries. We've had $55 million go through our platform. We've had 870 transactions at an average of $64,000 per transaction. And our team of roughly 50 people, and one of the things I'm proudest about is that our customers have a 70% plus, a higher than 70% reinvestment rate, which truly shows that we must be doing something right. At the end of last year, we were the KPMG Global Fintech Top 50. In fact, we were number 41. We were the only company in Africa to be in that class. We also were in the Global Fintech Top 3. And really, for me, this is a distinction of what we're achieving and how we are going out there and changing the market. And so in conclusion, this is my wife and my son. At the age of 5, he is learning the game of global monopoly. And he is learning that to have greenhouses or red hotels and to earn passive income is what we call smart investing. His father, with an incredibly intelligent team, has now turned that game into a reality. This is his father's portfolio, which is across 4 continents, a mixture between residential and commercial, truly diversified from as little as $100. That is what we call smart investing. When you look at the wealthiest of the wealthy, the top 1%, they focus on creating generational wealth. It is what we call smart investing. And our vision is to put smart investing in every single person's pocket. I know it's a lofty goal, but I truly believe that with technology, with these little gadgets that we have on our phones, we will literally be able to help people invest. We will literally be able to help people solve the most basic human need, and that is financial dignity. That is empowering themselves to go out there, to invest like the top 1%, and ultimately create the financial futures that they want in their life. And they can do it literally from their cell phone. And so that's all from me. I welcome you to join us on a journey. We started the wealth movement. Really, when you look back on my life, you know, back in 1998, I wrote a dissertation on how technology was going to change real estate. In 2004, I started a company to help thousands of people invest internationally. And then in 2010, we started a platform to help millions of people be able to do it digitally. In 2014, we started the wealth movement. And ultimately, our purpose is to empower 1 billion people. And I truly believe that it is possible with both giving people financial education and access to the best opportunities in the world through technology. I look forward to being part of the journey. Let's go out there. Let's change the world. And most importantly, let's solve one of the greatest challenges on the planet in our lifetime. It's our opportunity. We can do it. Cheers.